morning, my lovely crafty people, and today we are here with Junk Journal July UK, and today's day 31, the last page. I can't believe the month has flown by, and it's been a really kind of eye-opening learning curve, really just a really nice way of exploring my craft. And today's prompt is reflection, and I knew I had this image that I'd cut out from a magazine of a swan in twilight on a lake, and I'm going to use this image today, and I'm going to stick down the bottom and make a pocket out of the top. So I have already backed my paper with, this is just a wallpaper sample. I thought that's quite nice for the reflective water. And then I've just added a book page from one of the Bronte books I've got. So I'm going to have that there. And then I've stamped a few different kind of note page because I want to be able to just write on these what I've learnt. And where have I put it? Where's it gone? Ah, there she is. And I've got this lovely little girl I found as well. And she's going to kind of help me with the page. It kind of looks a little bit like me when I was little, so yeah, I was that little at one point. So what I'm going to do is I've grabbed this bit of lace out of my scraps, and I'm going to stick this down. So using this glue, this is what's left out of my big giant glue stick, and I just use a spreader and just spread it round. And because it's quite a soft glue, it actually does spread okay. It's just a way of using up the glue. Like, they're not expensive glues, but they're also not ridiculously cheap. They're £1.99 for the big stick, and I just think I could just chuck that away, but the teacher in me gets a glue spreader out. This is what we used to do, the kids in school with glue sticks. We used to get a glue spreader out when they'd gone down. Say, no, you've got plenty of there left. So I'm just going to stick this on there, just over the water, just to give it that extra texture. Okay, so while that dries, I'm going to look at this. So that will go there, and then I'm kind of going to make like a flap at the top. So let's just cut these out quickly. So these are just from a stamp pack I had of kind of notebooky things, and I'm just going to cut them with a very slight border. Yeah, on reflections, so I really have, I've learnt to explore my craft more deeply. I've learnt to use what I have. I have put my big girl pants on and started making these videos, and I'm so appreciative of the group that have helped me do that. And Leslie and Sandra have been so encouraging. I've listened to other people. I've watched other people's videos, and I've taken on board kind of lessons and advice, and not just stormed ahead with the, oh, I know it all kind of attitude. And I've learned. So I've listened and learned, which has been kind of really exciting, actually. And I think I've made some online friends. I mean, hopefully. You're not just sick of me and you're like, absolutely not, go away, woman. But yeah, no, and it's been a real journey through the month. I've shared some things. I've had some lovely reactions, and it's kind of sad that it's coming to an end, but there's still plenty I've got to do. I've got to catch up on my altered playing cards, my full deck challenge with Shinuki art, and I've got to catch up on some of my tags on Tuesday makes and Monday mini makes on Junk Journal Fairy UK. So I've got lots of kind of projects to catch up on, and also I've got a project I want to finish. So this has really actually been great for me because I never finish a project. So this project I've seen from the beginning to the end. Once I've sewn all the book together, what I will do is I will do a walkthrough, and I think in my pages I can see how you progress through the journey, and that has been a learning curve. I'm just cutting this extra bit of lace off, and there you go. Right, now I want to just put some watercolour across the top there. So I'm going to pause the video, go grab some water. No, I don't even need to grab some water. I don't even need to pause because I've got a bottle of water on my desk and I can use that. So we're not pausing. I'm just going to grab my watercolours in a nice thick brush. That's a nice one. And I'm just going to add like a watercolour wash across this, just to create that kind of sunsetty effect, but not kind of fully. So I'm just going to use my shiny ones. They're a little bit glittery. Just put a wash. Put a bit of colour in. Let's go with some pink. Grab some blue. Let's just add some more of the pink across. Going across, just use the water, some blue. And then just really faintly going to put a little bit of kind of orangey bronze in, just for that sunset. Could even be sunrise, doesn't really matter, does it? Just adding a bit of bronze in. There you go. Right. So you can see I've just added some colour to it, just because I would like it to kind of have the kind of sunset effect. The page that I cut this out of on a magazine had a sky like this. So we're just going to give it a minute to dry. While that dries, I am going to stick this bottom half down. I think I'm going to use splodge because I think that's going to work the best and be the strongest. And I just want to stick the bottom half down. And you'll see I did stick it onto white card. Because I wanted to make it, as I said, it was a magazine image and I wanted to make it slightly stronger than just a magazine page. And then I've cut it out and I have gone round the bottom edge in just a black Sharpie, and then the top edge I've gone round in a silver chalk pen that I picked up from the wedding section in the range, weirdly enough. Yeah, mean, the range is just a absolute gold mine of stuff, isn't it? I do love the range. I haven't been for a while. Been very good. Right, so I'm going to stick that there. I'll stick that one down. And I'm going to use my little board to kind of hold it down. And then I'm going to, do I want that coming out of it? Yeah, look at that. That's nice, isn't it? So I'm just going to snip off a little bit of this, because what I'd like it to do is like come out of the tail like that, just to create that feathery effect. So I'm going to use some of this glue, and we can do this while, let's move it up so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to put some glue on this. And just position this behind the tail. Just so it gives that feather. There you go, just come across a little bit. There you go. Okay. And then I'm just going to snip in to it. There we go. So there is my kind of pocket. Now I don't want to stick, yeah, I could stick the neck down. Let's stick the neck down, and then we just use the tail as a pocket. So I'm just going to put some glue on the neck. Am I in the shot? Yeah. I'm just going to stick that down. And you can see I've added some detail in with the gold pen as well. And then let's just put a line of glue here just to create the kind of the pocket. Oh, sorry. For future videos, I am really going to look at kind of using a different stand, because this stand I keep knocking because it's literally above my desk. Right, so while that's sticking down, so these will just sit in the pocket, and I'm just going to write on them things I've learned, things I'm reflecting on. And I've cut these out of just, they're just different blue papers from my blue paper scrap drawer. Okay, so I think that's probably stuck down now. I'm going to pop that across that to try and flatten it down. So this little lady down here, I'd like to give her some swan wings, okay, but also she's just going to have like a little tab there on which I'm going to just... I do you know what, I'm not going to, you're going to use that as the tab up there. So let's grab my butterflies. Yeah, I've never used butterflies so much in my life as I've used in this project. So let's see if I've got any white ones. White, I thought I had put them all in here. No, let's go to the white stickers. And let's see what's in there. Oh, there's the white stickers. Let's see what's in here. Because I'd like to give her, if I can, kind of white butterfly wings. Almost like white angel wings. Oh, come on. I did have some white butterflies. Right, let's shake some of these out. If I can't, I know in this little blue pack here there is a really pale set of wings, so let's use those for her. Those ones or those ones? Those ones. So I'm going to use these ones for her as I can't find the ones I wanted. So I'm just going to cut up the middle and trim off the antennae. And I'm just going to ping her over. And then I'm just going to stick her wings. So she's going to have one there. And one there. Come on. So I'm just going to peel the plastic off the back of the wings. Don't worry about it. And I'm going to stick her just down here. So she's kind of at the bottom of... Just sticking her down. And using a bit of this paper, I'm going to write... Take time to reflect. I'm just going to draw a very simple kind of rectangle around it. And just cutting out the little slogan. I think I'm going to stick it on a bit of this lace. I put quite a globule on. It can be really gloopy, but it actually sticks really well. So I'm going to just stick it there. Just cut round it a little. So it's got just that lace. In the group, Sandra asked what our favourite resources, and if you watch today's video that I'm going to upload later, lace, just lace. It's always lace. I love using lace, and yeah, if I see lace in a scrap store or a charity shop, so it's mine. I've also been known to buy lacy garments that I can then cut up. Let's, because you lose that a little there, let's have her take time to reflect. Okay, I'm just gonna scrape off that glue that I just put on there. I mean, it will dry clear, so that's right. So take time to reflect. And then I've got my pocket with my reflection slips in that I'm going to fill in. I'm going to put about listening and learning and reflecting on actually how I've enjoyed making the videos. I do get nervous the minute I put the camera on, but I have enjoyed making the videos. So I'm just going to fold that over, and we are on day 31, and it is reflection. Reflection. And because it's reflection, let's have a little bit of a reflection going on. There you go. Snip-de-snip. Gluey, gluey, gluey. Huey, gluey, gluey. And sticky, sticky, sticky. Let's see what type of mood I'm in today. And there we have page 31. It has been a pleasure doing this with you guys and being part of the journey and being part of the process of this challenge, and I've really enjoyed it, and I will definitely be looking out for Junk Journal January when that comes up. So yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for following, tell your friends, and let's get to 100 subscribers, and then I will do a freebie. I will do a little giveaway of something I've made. So thank you very much.